Hello Sagittarius and welcome to your August 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Moon in reverse. So that tells me that you're entering the month with maybe a lot of things that have been revealed from your unconscious, subconscious, hidden things that you weren't aware of. It can be old patterns from your subconscious, bottom of the waters, old emotions showing up to be revealed. When the moon is in reverse, it has been revealed. So maybe July had some of these revealed, and now you're looking at this. And here we have 3 cards in reverse: King of Pentacle, King of Sword, and the 5 of Sword. So of course part of what has been revealed, King of Sword in reverse, this is when we're holding on to a lie that probably we use the 5 of Swords with. So that means that, maybe preventing us from moving on, forgiving, by reusing the old sadnesses and disappointments in us. King of Pentacle in reverse, everything that has to do with having our, acting upon our worth, our interest, our investments, finding easy solutions, just having pleasure in this 3-dimensional world here. So all things came up for you to address the parts of you that are reversed on these aspects. End of the month, I have the 10 of Swords and the Hangman in reverse. So the illumination, the understanding of how maybe you've, you did sabotage yourself or felt powerless or made the disappointments and the hurts as a major importance influencing your decisions and how you dealt with life. And of course, this is how we betray ourselves a bit, okay? So there's this understanding at the end of the month where you're looking at this from a completely different angle. So in a way, it's having the illumination, the understanding about unconscious patterns that are now going to be obvious for you, okay? So under our moon in reverse, we have the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles. So, but our 10 of Pentacles is in reverse in a sense of, it's done. It's not growing anymore. It's, we don't feel the solidity of it. And of course it affects our Queen of Pentacles, even though she's upright. And the Page of Pentacles is there. So that means there is everything that you need to actually make your pentacle world, not just money, but the capacity you have of your worth, your value, the pleasures, the solidity, the investment, the abundance in your world. So the tools are there, and in a way you're going to have revealed what was preventing you from making this active. Under our 2 Kings and the 5 of Pentacles, I have an Ace of Pentacles and a 7 of Pentacles. So here we have our new seed in order to grow our next 10 of Pentacles, but we're looking at it and assessing it. We're not in action about it. Why? Because we're kind of feeling like we don't have the power to do it, or there's something missing, or it's not really there, or maybe we don't trust it, or whatever is the beliefs, because here we have strong distortions when it comes to the swords. That's why your King of Swords is in reverse. And the 7 of Swords, that prevents us from pulling the actions, the decisions, and the Yes, this is who I am, changing our truth because we feel like we're missing something or we are powerless in front of what is coming towards us. Under the Hangman and the Ten of Swords, we have our Six of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So here's the slow down, pauseness, because there's a little problem in trying to forgive, move on from our old way of thinking. That's what it means, okay? We have to pull a judgment. These guys came up to the surface with your moon, all those old wounded aspects of you that went through sabotage and maybe betrayal and maybe all sorts of things, old disappointments and things like that. Are they holding the power on your truth about the type of life you can have here? Or are you? So you're kind of confronted with that this month. This month you're going to see, let's say, the extent of the over-analysis or the not just changing this at one point. Even if you're conscious, it's like saying, oh, I know I'm like this, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is being resisted to bring the high vibration on these parts of you that just make it like it's a fact. You don't have any power to change that. You don't have any power to go and plant that pentacle and make it another cycle of pentacle that would be fruitful, filled with, value, worth, and so on. Let's clarify this. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of August 2023. August 2023. Okay, let's look at the moon here. Why is the moon in reverse? Why is the moon in reverse? Ooh, all right. Well, it's there for your Ten of Swords. Here we have the Two of Swords. We have the Seven, another Seven of Wands. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Here's another king here. And we have our Seven of Pentacles again. So 2 sevens with you, your masculine. That means how you bring your willpower. This is what I want. This is what I desire. This is what I go for. Old parts of you that are hindering this innate power of yours are going to come up to the surface, have come up to the surface for you to make a decision about it, about what's my truth. Really, do I think I'm powerless? Or do I think I have power to add my value and so on and so on? The sevens are always like, it's a master number in the sense of you have like the 4 directions, up and down, that makes a 6. And the 7 is the point in the middle. So that means having the power as above, so below, in front, everywhere. So it's always the rising of the higher consciousness on the human condition. So here, 7 of Pentacles. We're not active, we're just witnessing it and reassessing if Is this really a good pentacle or not? So we're not engaged. We're just going through the motions of things. And the Seven of Wands, this is when my wand is not propulsing me towards my passion and my desire. It's just there to help me survive and put boundaries and make sure I am not hurt in the process, or I'm not brought down by other people's, wills and powers, willpowers. Ten of Swords. This month is you're really gonna understand the beliefs behind them. And then what do I do about these beliefs? Okay, it's one thing to notice it, then what do I do about it? As long as you feel powerless about it, you're just gonna observe it and be a victim of it. That's why you need that judgment at the end of the month. Well, the opportunity, the energies of the judgment will be there, is if you're ready or not. Let's look at these two kings in reverse with the Five of Swords. Here are the three swords in the heart, the disappointments. So it's like, okay, I'm not yet invested. I'm releasing my heartaches and, the way maybe I used to hurt myself with my old beliefs that hurt my heart, pulling them out, cutting the legs of my masculine aspects, okay? And here we see the three kings are in reverse. So it's the process here of really watching us go. The judgment is when we're looking at ourselves going there and we notice it. You're understanding it here at the end. That's why the hangman is, upright in that sense, being reversed, but I get the illumination. I get my truth. Knight of Swords. I understand this. End of hurting myself with these wrong beliefs. And it's all about Six of Pentacles. It's all about, yes, of course, I will not put a limit on what I can receive, enjoy, live, go for, because of my lies when it comes to my worth, my value, and so on. Okay, Six of Pentacles. This is when everything comes from a limitless place. It shall pass through me, and the result out there is from this movement. So unconditional, not expecting that they will not want to give to me. It will be a sacrifice because I sacrifice. None of this thing. It is from abundance to total receptiveness without any guilt. Okay? Let's look at your Queen of Pentacles with your Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, your old cycle is done. Here we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Slowly letting go of, old sadnesses that used to make us project our old pain. Here is a page of cup, Page of Pentacle. So the opportunity is right there in your hand to change your old sadnesses that used to make you project your old sadnesses in front of you, and also your old worth and value. Let's look at that page. There you go. Seven of Swords, Four of Cups. But here what fell on the side is the Pope. And that is using your spiritual discernment on this. I have no power. It's always been like that. I have no means to change what I've always known in my reality in the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever, in my past pentacle cycle. But the Pope is all about having that sovereignty of my spiritual knowledge and capacity, sovereignty over my life, to bring as above, so below. That's a 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. That's what he makes here with his hand. healing, Four of Swords. Okay, taking that 3 swords. You've been healing maybe for a while, but you need to take that cup. You need to take that cup and not discard it as it's not. I'm just going to leave the Pope here, as it's not for you or whatever. Okay, allow that love to be felt within yourself. Let's look at that Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. Some of you might be in front of an opportunity, and then the old, oh, I don't know if I'm enough, I don't know if I can do it, is it really worth it, is this something I really want? Queen of Wands in reverse. Do I have the means to actually go for it? All that questioning and assessing, that pentacle just floats there and is just waiting to be planted. Seven of Swords. How do you prevent yourself or rob yourself of your growth, of a beautiful new opportunity, of a King of Pentacles that does not have faith? Removing the capacity to have faith in you. Basically, this is having faith in you, in your worth, in your capacity to manage, plant, and grow, and act from a place of value and worth. So these old experiences that were showing you the opposite, from which you were hurt from, Ten of Swords. Now at the end of the month, you will be all conscious about it, but you need to let them go. Release them so that you can continue growing. You need to pull the judgment of, okay, that was me before. These were the experiences that I had. But I cannot let that thief in the night, that sabotaging the beautiful things that come towards me because they do not fit with the belief that I have, that I deserve, or that I always have had, and there's nothing more for me than that. Me, it's always like this. Here I have Temperance in reverse, which you are Temperance. So you're confronting an aspect of you that is preventing you from expanding. King of Pentacles, having the luxury, pleasure, easiness of this world because you haven't lived it before. Judgment. All right. Pulling a judgment. What do I want to put my energy, my beliefs, and my strength behind? What am I carving right now? Am I carving my old stuff? And here I have a bit of the Four of Cups and Four of Pentacles, but here is the Ace of Wands. All right. What am I carving? What does my chisel and hammer? What does my mind and my willpower, my fire, what are they, casting? Because this is, yes, carving, but it is casting. My belief and my willpower are being hit on the pentacle, on the 4 elements and spirit, on the 5 senses, on all of this, imposing itself, creating the 3D world, my reality of how I perceive it, experience it, live it. What am I carving? That's the question right now. If I'm carving from my place of wound, that's what I'm carving. And here this month you have a reminder of you have the power over that. That's going to be the judgment. You will be seeing exactly the price you've paid. But it can stop and it can change, and you have the power over it. You know, what am I carving? That's going to be the title of your video. So, on this, my beautiful Sagittarius, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's the website below. You go on there, you go into services, pick your reading, go to schedule, see where you are. You can do the whole process there. I'm going to be off for about 2 weeks in the month of August, but the bookings can be done for prior and after. But I won't be able to answer your emails if ever you write to me or whatever. So, also thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And on this, my beautiful Sagittarius, I am sending you all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.